I think for me, like for a lot of women, it was, when you start to have kids. I had just an only child. He's grown now and he's in the business. But it was just balancing both, and how do you do that, and how do you not feel guilty when you're at work and not feel guilty when you're at home. And I was fortunate that there was a local station that said, all right, we'll start a job share, and we were one of the first job shares in the market. So we had a ton of pressure that we put on ourselves, that we did a good job, and that this, the station and the managers and the people that really went out on a limb to have a job share, start at the station, but also for all those people that would come after us.
So when I left Weston Post, I needed to sit out for a year, and that's when I went into production marketing. And I had a client call me and near the end of that year and say, are you going to open your company or what? And I said, well, I'm thinking about it. I have a business plan, but I don't have a full-on plan. So I decided at that point to go try to get a loan. I had a banker, my main banker, say to me, if I give you a loan, Weston Post will go under. And I therefore cannot, because I know that you're going to do so well. And it was devastating. I was so upset that my good work and my good reputation was now going to keep me from being able to move forward. Equipment dealers trusted me and knew that I would do well. And I got $250,000 worth of equipment on a handshake, and I was able to start Charlie Uniform Tango.
A significant career challenge for me is actually another person whose name I won't mention, but he was my boss at McCann Erickson and was creative director. And he enjoyed belittling people, talking down to people. He was just not a nice person. And he would always say, Stephanie, you're not mean enough. You need to scream at people to get what you want. And I decided, no, I don't. I don't think that's the way you should work with people. I think everybody is working together as a team to achieve the same goal. And I told myself from that point on, I would never work for an asshole like that again.
I worked in media and worked at large Hispanic advertising agencies, and I managed large portfolios, worked on really large brands, and I was really good at that. And when I started my company, I was really good at that part, but I realized very quickly that I didn't know how to run a company. I didn't know how to set it up from an operational perspective. I didn't know anything about taxes or insurance or workman's comp or any of those things. But I was very lucky to have a close group of friends and advisors and family, specifically my husband, who helped me set myself up for success from day one.
Through my career path at Paramount, I was given a lot of challenges. However, moving to New Orleans to a brand new station was quite challenging. It was my first GM job, and we had to rebrand that station. It was formerly branded as a cable channel by Cox Cable, so I had to rebrand it to a UPN network. It was inspiring, awesome, and the crew that I had doing it made it a success.